Turn around, hands on the roof. Stop or you will get tasered. It's on video, retard.
You gonna lose your bed.
I ain't gonna lose. You're gonna lose your freedom because you get to go to jail today, mother.
Do you have the temperament to be a police officer?
When I tell you to do something, you do it. End of story. Step out of the car. Turn around, hands on the hood. Hands on the roof. Sit down and shut the up.
Why do you think that throughout your career you have continued to be accused of excessive force?
You will not get up without our permission.
Man,
Sit the down.
The defendant used coarse language, threw a food bowl across a kitchen.
Do you think he understands de-escalation?
Oh, no, I don't.
Hey everyone, welcome back to U.S. Corrupt Cops, where we uncover the truth behind law enforcement controversies. Today, we're diving into the troubling case of Lieutenant Matthew Ferman, whose repeated allegations of excessive force during a tense traffic stop in Melvindale, Michigan, have sparked outrage and raised serious questions about his fitness for duty. But before we get into the details, if you like this video, drop a 1 in the comments. And if it's not for you, let me know with it too. I'd truly appreciate it if you'd leave a comment below before you go. Now, let's jump into today's story.
Lieutenant Matthew Ferman claims that the numerous accusations against him stem solely from his proactive approach to crime prevention.
Why do you think that throughout your career you have continued to be accused of excessive force?
I think I'm very proactive, and I think I'm involved in a lot more scenes and incidents. If you are proactive and you're hardworking, you are going to get more complaints.
But these aren't just complaints coming from citizens. These are, in some cases, complaints coming from other officers in your department, officers in other departments, your chief in some cases. That's not typical, is it?
I don't know.
He is currently being investigated by the Michigan State Police and the Melvindale Police Department due to a traffic stop where he used the taser on the driver after the situation escalated.
It's under investigation at this time, and it will be continued to be investigated and thoroughly done.
Ferman insists he committed no wrongdoing and describes the accusation as another baseless claim.
Do you have the temperament to be a police officer?
I do.
A lot of people don't think so. Some people in your own department, in fact.
And I've had a lot of people tell me I'm a great police officer.
Before discussing the latest incident, Ferman's past incidents provide context. In 2016, he stopped a mother driving with her 2 young children in a vehicle lacking insurance, leading him to order the car towed. The woman alleged that Ferman forcibly removed her from the vehicle, threw her to the ground, and pressed her against the car's hood in front of her children. He received a 3-day suspension for this, though the Public Safety Commission later reversed it. Months later, Ferman detained a robbery suspect who claimed Ferman slammed his head into a police car while handcuffed. A lieutenant who witnessed the event promised not to ignore it, and another officer testified that Ferman's actions were excessive, causing a head injury. Ferman, however, told a local news outlet that he did nothing wrong and that the 2 officers were mistaken.
They're both lying.
I'm not going to call them liars, but I'm going to say their perspective was probably off because they were halfway down the block.
The former Melvindale police chief, Ferman's previous supervisor, stated he attempted to discipline Ferman but was fired as a result. In a 2017 lawsuit, the chief alleged that Ferman repeatedly engaged in excessive force but faced no consequences because the city profited significantly from Ferman's frequent vehicle towing. In 2019, Ferman faced assault charges in Wayne County, Michigan, after responding to a disorderly conduct call where he allegedly pushed an intoxicated man downstairs. Ferman denied the accusations, claiming the man fell on his own, and later took a plea deal, resulting in the assault charge being dropped in exchange for a conviction of willful neglect of duty.
Our other top story at this hour, a Melvindale police sergeant pleading no contest to a charge of willful neglect of duty.
Sergeant Matthew Ferman made the plea during an arraignment this afternoon.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to give concerning this case will be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
The defendant used coarse language, threw a food bowl across a kitchen and acted in an unprofessional manner.
Set free on personal bond, he will be required to serve a year of probation, attend anger management classes, pay fines, and restitution. His formal sentencing date has not yet been set.
Ferman was subsequently fired, but an arbitrator overturned the termination. He later withdrew his no-contest plea to the conviction, as reported to the media. 2 years later, during a high-speed chase involving a stolen vehicle, Ferman was recorded on a Dearborn officer's body camera repeatedly stomping on the suspect's leg after a crash and foot pursuit. Officers warned each other about the recording, then stopped. A Dearborn officer reported Ferman's actions, but Ferman claimed the stomping was necessary for pain compliance as the suspect resisted. No disciplinary action was taken. The town's mayor, Ferman's employer, publicly stated that he struggles with anger control, lacks de-escalation skills, and is better suited for desk work than public interaction.
Do you think he understands de-escalation?
No, I don't. I feel like in the heat of the moment, he needs to learn how to put aside anger and just do his job.
Last month, the mayor reiterated that Ferman is unfit for street duty, noting that at least one lieutenant avoids responding to calls with him due to concerns about potential trouble.
When you have other officers saying that they don't want to respond to calls with him, that can potentially cause a problem.
Ferman's temper brought him back into focus during a July 20th traffic stop of Drakkar Williams, who drove around traffic barricades with his girlfriend and 2 young children, ages 2 and 5, in the vehicle. Williams had a suspended license, the car lacked valid insurance, and he provided a false name when asked for identification.
You have a driver's license?
I don't. My mother actually just got in an accident.
Do you have a license?
It's at the house.
Williams was repeatedly instructed to exit the vehicle.
Go and step out of the car for me.
And why am I stepping
Because you're refusing to provide information.
I
asked you your middle name. That is relevant. You're refusing to provide it. Step
cooperating.
out of the vehicle now.
Coming out? Yes.
Next thing is you get tasered. Get out of the car.
These are standard procedures, as a driver must have a valid license and insurance, and an officer can order someone out of a vehicle. The issue arose after Williams exited the car. A second officer arrived, and Ferman directed Williams to turn around and place his hands on the car's roof.
Turn around, hands on the roof.
Can you tell him the cops? Can you tell him? I'm not
I
doing
said
it.
hands on the roof. Stop or you will get tasered.
My hands are...
When I tell you to do something, you do it. End of story.
Ferman's partner held Williams' right hand and shoulder. Within seconds of ordering Williams to put his hands behind his back, Ferman used his taser in drive stun mode, repeatedly tasing him.
Relax, hot. Relax. I'm not...
Hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Hands behind your back.
You do it.
Ferman later stated he continued tasing Williams because he believed Williams attempted to grab the taser.
Cooperate.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
Cooperate.
What am I? I'm not doing
Hands.
nothing. You take up. Stop. Wait.
Stop.
I'm not doing nothing.
Stop.
I'm not. You. What am I doing? You take.
Stop moving.
After detaining Williams, Ferman turned to Williams' girlfriend, claiming she posed a threat while seated in the vehicle and needed to be detained.
Get out of the car now. Get out of the car. Step out of the car. Turn around. Hands on the hood. Hands on the roof. Step over here. Step over here. You're being detained right now.
I'm being detained. I'm trying to make somebody. I have to.
Sit down and shut the up.
It is likely that Ferman lost his temper, exacerbated by the fact that she was recording him. Seconds later, he argued with Williams, who was handcuffed on the ground, and at one point used a derogatory term to address him.
And then you would get out of the car, and then you would put your hands behind your back.
Get out the car?
It's on video, retard.
It is. You a retard?
Yeah.
Ferman returned to his vehicle, confirmed Williams' real identity, and reviewed his criminal history. He then approached Williams, who was handcuffed and seated against a fire truck.
You got a revoked license, so you should have been behind the wheel. You got a ton of warrants, and now you got obstructing and resisting and everything else.
You gonna lose your badge.
I ain't gonna lose, but you're gonna lose your freedom because you get to go to jail today, mother.
When Williams stood up, another officer sat him back down. While Williams remained handcuffed, Ferman grabbed his hair and pulled his head into the fire truck.
You will not get up without our permission.
Man, I gotta
Sit the down.
I am sitting down. You pulling my hair.
Ferman justified his actions by claiming Williams posed a risk when he stood, though video evidence shows another officer had already reseated him. It appears Ferman once again struggled to manage his temper.
I gotta
Sit the down.
Throwing my head against a fire truck while I'm in handcuffs, I can't do nothing. I'm helpless.
My priority is doing whatever I have to do to go home. And if that means somebody gets tasered, then somebody's getting tasered. But I'm going home to my family and my friends. That's my number one goal.
This lack of emotional control is the primary reason Ferman lacks the temperament for police work. His priorities seem misaligned, focusing on personal safety and authority rather than public service. When his authority is challenged, he perceives it as a personal attack. Officers like him appear to prioritize self-interest over their oath to serve the community, showing disregard for the consequences of their actions, such as harming innocent people. The pattern of repeated allegations against him suggests a deeper issue. Despite being prosecuted and fired, he was reinstated, and even the mayor acknowledges his unsuitability for the role, yet he remains employed due to a lack of accountability. Thank you so much for sticking with us until the very end. You're one of the few who go the distance. If you found this video insightful or thought-provoking, please hit that like button, and if you can, share it with your friends to spread the word. I'd love to hear your take on today's story, so drop your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow for more.